Okay, kids, Uncle Mikey's back. Tell you stories of Santa Claus and his sleigh and his sack. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Just keep on rhyming, sharpening the tools. You know, like Santa say, he promised me he's better this way. You know, and I trust him, remember? That's right. Trust is important when speaking at night. Okay? So you're listening, and we go on. We talk more about Santa Claus and his journeys around the sun. Ah, Santa Claus riding his sleigh up there in the sky, and he laugh and he play. Ah, Santa Claus, he the man. Yeah, we like him, we like him a lot, Santa Claus. Anyway, so whenever Santa come around, he bring us presents, and he sprinkle them down from the sky, up above, and they fall down to earth, and we picking them up and and taking them home and showing them to our children and to our wife or our husband, the other partner we have, a partner in crime, because it's not all just right. Yeah. Yeah, because, crime and breaking the law, well, these are just myths. Yeah. Cause, you can't really break the law. It can be done. You just have to learn how to use it and bend it around to your will. Yeah. Santa Claus. Yeah, he'll teach you still. If you listen to Uncle Mike, who sits in his room and, he's filled with fright and he is afraid of the men in the blue. And they have sparkly badges and they have belts with tools. Yeah, and they use them to inspire fear in the children and say, we are here. Indeed, we are gods because we have power and we'll show it to you. And we know the hour. That is right. Now you listen to us because we are in charge and we own the sun. Yeah, the authorities. Because they want what's best. And this I believe, I bring them not judgment, just rhymes to help grow the knowledge into wisdom this time. Yeah, so, don't be afraid, don't be scared. That your Uncle Mikey, he's got furry and hairy, and we think he is crazy now. Oh, we must capture him and strap him on down and injections in him with the chemicals that will calm down his brain. They'll make him shut up. Don't say these things, for the children's sake, Mikey. That's why we do it, to keep them safe, keep them safe from themselves and what might happen if anyone knew the truth about Santa, except for the rulers, the government men, 'cause they are in charge of their earth and their heaven, like they own it. It's so funny. It's like a flea claiming dog is his own. He's so yummy, and he chew on him, and he suck his blood, and he say, "This is mine, and I will fight for it till I'm done." And he does, for, just like a little bit of time, and then the dog, he scratch. On the flea is gone, and maybe sometimes the dog scratch a lot, and his master say, "I think dog needs some help, to make him feel good and play, because he's scratching a lot now, and that don't look too comfortable. So I take him to veterinarian, and we'll get him some pills, that are chewable for him, for the dog, and he take them, and they change up his chemistry, and then the flea take a bite, and it cannot exist. And so he either go away, or he ending to live, Cannot live on that dog no more. You know why? Yeah. 'Cause the master said so. Yeah, so that's what it's all about, Santa Claus and sleighs and gifts from above, and story time and scary and truths and love. Yeah. Okay, so we continue on now. We talk some more about Santa Claus and where he's coming from and where he's going and what he is doing when he come here to the earth. Why and how. Sometimes when, talk a little bit about when. Who? You want to know who? You want to know who? You really think you want to know who? Yeah, there are many people. They think they know who. They think they know Santa through and through. And they judge him. And they say to themselves, "This man is wicked. He come from hell. We know it. 'Cause we stand on right. We have teachings from God that came here from Christ." And Santa say, "Yeah, it's possible so. Why you not tell him to all of the flock? Why you hold teachings? Hide them away, only give them little bits. Why is it this way?" And they are shy and they have no answer because they know they have corrupted it. So, that's why Santa's here, making things right, teach you about beer. Yeah, beer and wine. Yeah, those things. How you think you got those presents? Santa bring. Yeah. Anyway, so we keep on talking now, cause this is Thanksgiving night. Yeah, it's time for reflection. Reflection on self and family, on friends, and what we really got, and whether it end or just keep on going, you know? Just keep do again and again if you want. Or if it's a ride and and you can get off, and what are your choices? What are your freedoms? And what is belief? On whether they can eat them. Yeah, because think about that. You eat the food and you put in your mouth, and your tongue, it gets some presents, with the flavor, and the dancing in your mouth, and you're like, I like this one, but not that one too much, lima beans, yuck. But the ice cream, oh, I like that one a lot. And I hold it on my tongue. And after that, they go down the throat, into the belly, and there it does sit for a bit, and maybe you hear some and something's happening in there, and your stomach, you know is excreting, it's putting in some more chemicals, you know to help break down the food you put in. Yeah, and then it send it on down. Hey, this is a bad rhyme, down and down, but yeah, Uncle Mike, he's not really good at this. He just you know he just volunteered. Anyway, so then the food go down into the intestines. Lots of things happen in the intestines, like now stuff come out of the food, that your body needs. It extracting the juice. Yeah, the good stuff. Intestines are like, yeah, thank you, Santa, for the food. You know, even though maybe that piece of food didn't come, like directly from Santa's hand. Maybe your parents give it to you. Yeah, probably so. Because this is what it is to be alive and learn and grow. You have parents, and they were there before, and they have some knowledge to share with you. But it is yours, whether you take knowledge and apply it just right and learn what is wisdom and how is life. So, the food, and it's going down the stomach, intestines, You probably got some in there now because it's Thanksgiving night, with feasts and flowers and friends and happiness and passing some hours. So, anyway, and the digestion, it happen, and then the body, it take the good parts that it needs, to grow strong and healthy. You take them out, but still there is some left, and they move on down, and the guts, they try their best to take everything out, anything possibly could need. They're taking it out of the food and throw the rest away. So, and they do this, and then they decide, okay, this one is cholesterol, and this is protein, and this is lipic acid, and anyway, all kinds of chemicals, and then the body use these and send out different places, you know as food for your meat, your muscles. That's what it is. Muscles are meat, and they're useful, yeah, for many, many things. So, you got to nourish them well. Make sure they grow strong, yeah, and healthy, and develop well, yeah. So, you don't have to worry about those things because your body know how to do it all on its own. You don't have to even think about it, You don't have to decide for your intestines, They do it on their own. Only decision you make is what goes in. That's it, And usually the tongue makes the decision, The tongue is like, give us the sugar, yeah, the sugar, give us that first. We like it a lot. And, that's what you do sometimes, And then sometimes your parents are like, no, stay out of cookies. You'll ruin your dinner. And you think, dirty old parents. They keep things from me. What do they know? They cannot see. The cookie is best. I don't like the beans. They taste like nasty, kind of like dirt, No, it's not good, I think. But, there's no escape your parents. Only throwing tantrums and, making them embarrassed. That's it. That's all you can do to your parents. Because they are there telling you, eat your peas and your carrots, And it's funny thing, because as you get older, it's all going to change. And one day you'll be eating your corn and your peas, or maybe lima beans, and you say, this stuff's alright. I think I eat it first this night. Yeah, man, that's life, Your tastes, they change. So it's okay. Just, listen to parents, listen what they say, and listen to Santa Claus. Because he is old, man. Like, you think your parents are old and your grandparents are old? Hey, you know how grandparents and their skin is kind of like loose and flappy, and he starts to slide a little bit, and you say, Grampy, your skin is so soft, I love to give you a kiss. And you don't really think someday I'm like this. But, someday, yeah, it's true. We all get old. That's what we do, Aging. Yeah, it's part of the process. It's not scary. No. It's not embarrassing. No. It's just gift and blessing. Yeah, okay, so Santa Claus and his sled, I tell you about his sled already. It's bad, man. I mean, I think a lot of people must envy Santa's sled, Because, I mean, it's something else, Anyway, I tell you already, Santa Claus, he's here in the solar system. He's flying around the sun right now he's close to the sun. Approaching perigee or perihedron, or basically, it's the point in his travel where he is closest to point. What is point? Well, it's something, but really, point is just measurement reference. Yeah, it's just a place to start when making your calculations or figuring it out. You have to have a point to start with, because Everything is moving constantly. He's not stopping. So when figuring these, very complex math to fly around and deliver the stuff in his sack, the gifts, he must have reference point, to begin the equation and make it come out right at the end and make it correct. Otherwise, major disaster for Santa and Sled. Yeah. So, yeah, Santa and math, and Santa and body and digestion. Yeah, that's Santa. Santa and science. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Hey, well, what about Santa and English and language? Well, what you think? The words you hear. He's rhyming and timing. Is Santa near? I don't know. But if you ask Uncle Mike, he say, "Oh yeah, man. He just fly by. And he's circling sun. He coming on back, That's what he told me anyway. And he said, this time, you'll see me, you just look up. You don't even need a lens and a cup, But you have that, or a telescope, you have one. You get a pretty good show. Yeah, and they're pretty cheap, They're not real expensive. Like, you find one used at $40, $50, It's pretty good Christmas present, Yeah. Anyway, you use that, you can look up. And when things come in close, oh man, that's really cool to look at, Far away things, that's some men devote their life to seeing far out in the stars because they want to understand how Santa Claus do it, man. We want to know too. We want that power because we are men. We know how to devour. I say, yeah, it's true. You should have seen yourself back 20,000 years. Yeah, Santa did. But it's all erased now. Don't know the real, historically accurate version of what happened here. You don't know it. Well, Santa Claus do. Yeah. How you like that? You don't like it too much, huh? You're like, no, that's not right, Santa. That was our knowledge. That was our fight. It belonged to the earth. How dare you take it away from us? And Santa was like, hey man, I not take it. I just observe it. No harm in that. You're stupid ass who didn't write it down good. Or who covered it up and said, no, this is secret. No one should know about this because we must be in control of evolution. So it's about accepting responsibility for the things that we did and what happens to thee. Yeah, because it's all science and physics. Action, reaction, stimulus, and consequences. Science. We're like, but Santa, what about magic? We like magic so much. It's in all of our stories, and we We long to see it, you know? Remember the magic that Santa displayed when he come down from heaven. You know, the times, just a few, when he actually came down and walked here on the dirt and put in our hand some food, some seeds, something we never seen. And changing our world very rapidly, you know, right before our eyes of, you know, ours and our children. And we watch how these blessings, you know, they change all our workings, the way our society runs, and it gets better, you know, for everyone. For everyone. It gets better for everyone. After Santa Claus, you know, but always there are some men who get jealous of Santa Claus. You know, and when he's around, they don't say nothing because they are afraid of him and his magic and his powers. And they are afraid that Santa will just vaporize me if I speak out against him and voice my beliefs. And well, that's not true, man. Santa, he like it. He wants you to challenge and bring up your questions, you know, so he can explain in a way that you like, and it make you feel okay in your mind without filling with drugs and prescriptions and Adderall and Ritalin, and I need all these chemicals in my brain just to make it okay, so I don't say I hate it, you know, because that's what a lot of grown-ups, you know, they're like that. They're like, I need a doctor, I need the medicine, you know, but mostly it's just dope. They just want to be high so they can forget about the way it really is, you know, and so they can hide. Yeah, this kind of like chastisement at your parents, you know, if they're, you know, feeding you drugs just to change your behavior. Because that, you know, there are not many things that make Santa angry. You know, mostly he laughs. He laughs sometimes at things that some people don't think he should laugh at, you know, and that makes some people angry. But Santa just laugh, you know. And sometimes, just sometimes, Santa sees something he cannot laugh at. And you know what he do? He cries. Yeah. Happy and sad. Anger and vengeance. What you do with that, you know? Santa see useless, you know? It's no good. Trust me on this one. I seen where vengeance goes. I've been around, you know, Santa Claus. I've been to other stars, you know, not just the sun. So you can imagine I've been that far. I've seen other planets too, you know, and other peoples. And, you know, I smell other farts. Yeah. It's no big deal. Something that happens when you eat a meal. You get, you know, some digestion, you get some gas. It's got to come out. You know, it's good for a laugh. But, you know, have respect. If your mama say, don't fart here, it's not okay. Just listen to her and use that as a practice for controlling your body so that you are the master, you know? And don't worry that mama said I had to. No, take her directions and I'll make them yours, you know, make it, okay, now it's mine. This is my mission. I will not fart right now. Even if the pressure gets great, no, I am the master of my sphincter power. Yeah, man, sphincters. Yeah, it's a valve. It's a valve, and it open and close, and it's part of your digestion, and it's one that you can control with your mind, with your decisions, you know? It's pretty cool stuff, really, you know? Learning to be master of your body and your world, you know, what you claim as your space. Because, you know, for a while, it's like, you know, you don't even own your skin. Because mama come and she wash it and she scrub you up. And you're like, ah, what's she doing? She give me a bath, you know. And like a long time ago, before you probably couldn't remember, when you make a poop, she will wipe it. You know, she wipe your butt. So, you know, now you learn to do some things for yourself. And you feel proud and you feel happy as hell, you know? You're like, yeah, I can do it all on my own. I take care of my skin and I wash it on up, you know, because I know it's where I live. It's my castle, you know. Or my temple, you know. It's where I exist. If nowhere else, I know I exist here in this because I can feel that touch. And that's something, you know. It's that touch. It's wow. It's really nice when we use it just right, you know, with a hug from mom or from dad, and some love and a pat on the back. Yeah, we like that touch. It's so nice, you know. It's only a problem when it comes to a strike, you know, like we don't know about that, you know. Like mostly that just make us feel bad, you know, make us feel bad where the strike, and it make us feel bad in our mind, and it make us think bad things about ourselves, and you know, and if they like us, you know, our parents, when they hit us, changes the way we're using our processors. So, you know, this is life. Start understand it's all out there, but it's not all nice. Anyway, that's pretty much what Santa's doing with his rhymings and such. You know, he just help educate, cause Santa is reason for word. Yeah, for the word. Yeah, Santa Claus, man. Real reason for Christmas time. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, let's see what is important right now for you to know about Santa Claus. Oh man, there is so much to know about Santa because he's been around for such a long time. Such a long time. It's hard to contemplate. Contemplate. That means think about things to yourself about someone or something else, you know? Usually, contemplation is around something external. Yeah, so Santa. You know, and if you think about what he's doing up there and flying around, you know, racing around stars, he must need some energy, right? You know, if nothing else, just to fuel his own fire. You know, eat food, fuel his own fire, his digestion. He must at least have that. Well, you know, well, that would make sense. But what about his ship? Because I know he needs some fuel to go that far. It only makes sense, you know, because otherwise he'd be locked in by just the sun, you know, just the sun. And trust. That's right. You know, like maybe some of your parents might be listening and you think they're real smart and they know physics and they're like saying, oh, holy moly, this guy is deep about the things he is telling. You know, Uncle Mike, he'd say, not so much. He just like a rhymes and, you know, make up some verbs and talk to the kids and make them smile, make them laugh at him. You know, no Heil, no, none of that, no, none of that. We don't like it. You don't worship no man. Don't be stupid. Come on. Anyway. So, yeah, the point. The trust between comet and sun. Because that's what it is, you know. It's an agreement based on trust. I'll suck you in and then I'll fling you back out. And I'll do it the same based on some math that is all, you know, calculatable by her mass, you know, the mass of the star. You're going to be able to calculate how far she can throw him and how far she can trust him. Now you start to understand where sayings come from? Because Santa Claus do. He gave them to you. Every last one. And some of them, you know, they have riddles and puzzles. It's for fun, you know, because, like, we like to figure out and say, I discovered it, I'm proud of me now. You know, yeah, of course, man. It's like life. You know, Santa, he liked to be part of it. So anyway, Santa, bringer of gifts from above and red rocket ships. You know, one time Santa, he came in real close, you know, to the Earth, which in a relative way is, you know, it's pretty far from the sun. But he hung out with us for like a while, man. Like half a year. Yeah, not just Christmas Day, you know, or Christmas Eve or whenever, not just one night. No, man, he was here a good 6 months, you know, from all in all, you know. Anyway, when he pull up, he park in his spaceship up next to the moon, you know. Not on the moon, just, you know, next to it. Well, you know, for a few minutes in the night, as the moon, you know, because the moon fly by, he would duck behind his ship, and he looked like flashlight, you know, like bat symbol. When they shine a light and they got the bat in there, calling Batman. Yeah, it looked like that. You know, from the moon. And we all looked up and we knew. Oh man, we are special kids. Because Santa Claus has come to visit. Yeah, we were happy, you know, because we were prepared, you know. We had built up, you know, some steps and some stairs, you know, so he could have a good landing spot if, you know, if he wanted to bring his ship all the way down. But he didn't, you know, he just leave it out by the moon. But he still come down in a smaller version, you know, in a little one. And then he land where we asked him to. It make us feel so good, you know. We're like, yeah, Santa Claus, we knew you'd come back. We knew you'd bring us treasures. And you open up your sack and you make the earth a better place. Because you always do it. You're always great. You know, and Santa Claus, he laughed. So yeah, guys, yeah, I'm back. Yeah, Santa Claus. So such a cool guy, you know. He's such a cool guy. We all learn a lot of respect for him. Cause you know we can't like we can't really talk with him like we can talk with each other and we're making words and we both understand, you know, because our words, they come out of our mouth, you know, we just agree upon those between ourselves, you know, and so there's a lot of fighting about what means what, you know. I call these a grunt, I call it a rock. And so they fight, grunt, rock, grunt, rock, grunt, rock. Eventually one win, and everybody say, fine, okay, it's rock. We don't care so much, you know, just pick one. So, you know, that's how the languages start to, you know, make up. But we all have, you know, the language we talk Santa Claus. Well, not every single person, but, you know, some people who are, you know, originations of word and language, you know, because they're talking with Santa and he's explaining to them difference between subject and predicate, you know, and how to form a sentence and best way to convey your thoughts to your neighbor. And so he can say, I understand, and in fact, I have a surprise for you, my man, because I was thinking about the very same thing, and I over here conduct an experiment, and I figured some things out, and now I know the questions you have, you know, they can be unlocked, because look, I'm working on it, and I invite you to come, you know, together. Our minds will be strong, because now we are starting to communicate and understand each other, and now we have two brains to put together on this project, or you know, maybe 3 brains or 4 brains, or you know, sometimes a lot of brains. Sometimes you get a lot of brains on the same thought, and then you know, you would think you should be able to figure that one out, right? As long as you could get enough brains together thinking about it and helping each other. I already processed that, man. Check it out. And poof, send over what he processed through, and then, oh, thanks, man. That, yeah. But see, now you come back to trust. You trust his processor did it right and gave you valid information back. You know, because information is not knowledge. Information is just information, you know. I'll give you some information now, okay? Check it out. Here's some information. You know, it's just 2 little pieces of information. But they don't mean a whole lot. It's not that they're false. It's not their lies. They exist. They're right here. You know. But without knowing what to do with that information, um, it's just poo. It's just crap. It's just throw it away. Cause what do I need to know about cigarette paper? Nothing. Nothing at all. Unless you like smoke. But if you're a little one, probably not. Wait till you're much older, like 21, before you try smoking things, because, you gotta have something to look forward to, you know? Or not. Or you could say, oh, I know from young age, those things are bad and they make pollution in my chest. Yeah, you are correct. You are correct. And, if you want to stay healthiest as far as your ability to take in oxygen, you know, and take it for thee and hang on to it for your own, yeah, leave smoking alone, because it will limit your ability to take oxygen. Okay, so that's enough about that. But it's your choice. Always your choice. It's there. It's something. It's your choice if you want it or not. Okay, so where were we at? Oh yeah, Santa Claus, and he is coming down. Yeah, and he bring his small craft, from his parking space up there. Come down, and he bring us, because always he's dropping off presents from heaven, and they fall down through the sky and they put on a show. Okay, always Santa Claus come, he deliver gifts from above. If if Santa Claus on a run to make a delivery, he gonna make it that delivery. That's Santa Claus. He is man of his word. And he works. And he signs contracts, and he says, I sign my name, and what that means is, yes, I will do everything that is asked, and when I do it, I will receive something back, whatever is saying in the contract. He don't have to sign the contract, or he can write the contract himself and make proposal. What you think about this contract, Star? Or you don't have to write contract at all. He can just use his mouth, his word. He just use his words, and they use theirs, and they make a contract, and they say, oh, agreed. And everybody's happy and fair. But see, what happens is sometimes you just use words, and then some parameters change, and then one party might not be happy, and the other party's like, oh, this ended up work out better for me. I think I just not say anything, because I think I'm getting a better deal. And as long as the other party don't say nothing, there's nothing written down, there's no contract, so must still be okay, And it's that's where communication come in, and this thing called touch base with you. Hey man, just want to touch base with you. What you think that mean, touch base? Hey, what do you do when you touch base? You don't stay at the base. No, you're rounding the bases. It's a baseball reference. You know the game baseball? And then running around the bases till you get to home plate. Anyway, when you touch a base, you just step on it and keep running. You adjust your corner around the base, But you gotta touch it, because if you don't touch it, then you're in trouble. So it's called touching base, It's a connection. Like, hey, we still good? Okay, I gotta go. And if we're not, we'll abandon. If we are not good, we will amend it. We will make amendment to contract verbally, or maybe it's time we write the thing down because it's getting kind of complicated and it's hard to remember it all. But agreement between both parties. Yeah, I think you're right, or no, it's okay. I just want to mention this one thing, and And Santa's like, okay, yeah, that's no problem. I got it. You know, Santa, he might write it down on his own just so he help himself remember, but it's still not a contract until it's official and it's went through the source, you know. Yeah, it has to go through the source for contract to be legal. Okay? Okay, so anyway. So your understanding about Santa Claus and the way things work. Okay? So, you probably guessed by now, Santa Claus, he got a contract with the sun, you know? Like a real one, like a written one, not just words. He got a real, like, written, legal contract. God is involved with it, and he approved of it. He said, yeah, it's all legal. No hanky-pankies, you know, this is good. Good contract, you know? As long as both parties are in agreement, yeah, it's legal. So that's the contract that Santa got with the sun, you know, just in case you were wondering about fishy, you know, shady stuff. So anyway, you know, he fulfilled it. He show up when he is supposed to, with the correct delivery. You know, his amounts that he brings, they are accurate within the specifications of the contract. You know, because the contract is specified, I need this much within his tolerances. You know tolerance? Tolerance is like, okay, man, we need, we need 100 pounds of flour to make bread, you know, if you're a bakery. And so then somebody says, okay, I can bring it to you. And, you know, they bring over something and it's stamped on the sack, 100-pound sack, right? And then, you know, the bakery get the sack, and before they open and use, they're like, yeah, maybe we should find out how accurate this guy is. And so they put it on a scale, you know, a scale to measure weight. And they find out it's within, you know, it's within 1%. 1%. You know, it's a comparison of entire lot. You know, entire lot's 100 pounds. 1%, 1 pound, you know. So his sack weigh always either above or below by 1%. Maybe 101 pounds, maybe 99 pounds. Either way, we're okay with that. As long as you stay within tolerances, you know? So on the contracts, always, tolerances are, you know, they're specified. They're laid out. They're like, we need this much of this substance at this time, and then we want it distributed out in this way. Now, see. What? You know, what it is and how much of it. That's easy to hit accuracy, you know. No problem. As long as you're honest about your scales and stuff, hey, yeah, no problem. You're not trying to cheat anybody. You know, my scale works the same as yours because we have the guy come around and check them all. He's called calibrations, you know. He makes sure everybody's scales are reading, you know, the same. The scale itself has, you know, the accuracy. So anyway, you know, the amount, that's easy to do. That's not hard to do at all, you know. To get that part right, within tolerance. The timing, that's a little trickier, you know, to go, like, I need it in this window of time, you know. Because usually, they will say, well, you understand time with, like, minutes and days because you think about how many times you see the sun. You know, I see the sun, that's a day. Goodbye, sun, day's over. You know, if you're not on the earth, you got to think about time a little bit differently. So, anyway, the time frame that the delivery is needed or requested, because need, that's a that word gets abused. Need. We need to request it, This is how much we want. This is the time period we want it. And on this contract, very specific about where to place the products in this contract. Absolute precision with where to place products. So just so you know, when you're starting to put all these pieces together about Santa Claus and sun gods and gods of the universe and laws and all those things, and the stories that Santa Claus brings, your brain will take all the pieces and parts you want to put them together so you can see the big picture, So your understanding about contracts, and Santa being a man of his word, like he signed that contract. It's very important to him that he fulfill it just right, because it's not like he's going to suffer a whole lot if he doesn't. He just probably won't get paid as good, or maybe not pay at all. But he's Santa Claus, man. He's rich, He's got a lot. And he doesn't need more, He just like what he do. And he's probably the best, Probably, probably. Maybe no. Universe big, So anyway, Santa Claus, he got his contract with the sun. He's doing his job. Bringing the stuff. Take some away, stuff she don't want. Yeah, because that's what Santa Claus do. Basically, he's like a sanitation worker and delivery driver. He drive a truck. He picking up over here, and he's dropping off there, and he make another pickup, and deliver some more. Yeah, Santa Claus. Yes, that's what he do. Moving around the sand, the dust, the poo. Yeah, the poo, man, the poo. The stuff that come out at the end and nobody wants, because when you're done with your digestion and you have something that come out and it goes into the toilet and you flush it away and bye-bye it goes. Why? Well, we don't want to keep it in the house because it's dangerous, bacteria and germs that could get back into you and make you sick. So always the poop, it must be processed at least, or dig a hole and bury it in the ground, cover it up and let the earth take care of it. But for convenience, because we gotta stay inside, it's cold out there, I want to stay inside to make mine, and then I push a button and send it away, and it's out of sight, out of mind. I don't think about it no more, but it goes somewhere, and somebody does something with it. Sometimes you get to a point where you got the material left that nobody can do nothing with it, They just can't do nothing with that material anymore. It's so dangerous. It's been used so many times that everything good that you have gotten from it, all that remains is, it's unholy shit, It's not divine. It's bad stuff. And man, it's like somebody just come take this away because we're scared of it, And so you got Santa and his sleigh. Yeah, because not only he bring the gifts and the treasures and the presents, he take away the bad stuff and restore the balance of the universe, man. Oh, how you like that? Now you guys are kind of interested in Santa Claus and maybe we're a little bit worried about our plot, because we had some schemes for old Santa Claus. We were going to trap him with a space net, so we could contain him and he would be ours, because we know he's not justified, he's not righteous. No, he hide in the moon and he black out the stars. That Santa Claus, that evil comet rider, that dirty liar. Okay. Okay. That's what you think. Maybe Santa Claus, he just, he don't come back and play. And he don't take care of your problems no more. Then what you gonna do? Oh, we got neighbors next door and they're really smart. They show us some things, Yeah, they're alien. Yeah, alien. And we know them. They're our friends. We trust each other. We collaborate. Like you were talking about, Santa. We already do that without you, We got our gray alien friends, and they can do it. They showed us. They got powerful magic. It's not magic. It's just technology. But they share it with us, And they tell us about you, Santa Claus. How you black out the moon and you steal down the stars because, you're raping them of their light. We know you, Santa Claus. We know all about you. Yeah, or you know lies. So let me ask you this. You really trust those gray men? You have trust for them? You really know their point? You know where they stand? I doubt it. Because they don't tell you shit. They're just, passive. And keep showing you things and let you think you're making decisions about what to do with it, Little gray man with no hair and no balls, no vagina, no penis, none of that stuff. No, they don't have those. You know why? Because they stopped multiplying. Now they must divide. That's right. I know. And I'm going to tell it to Earth. You think, oh, we'll stop this guy. We know that Mike Broyles. We know where he lives. We'll break down his door and we'll show him our pistols and our badges and we'll make him shut up. Or we'll put a bullet in his dome. Yeah, you probably will, but that's not Santa Claus. So, we go on, about the gray man and their plans for you and your plans for them and Santa Claus and universal domination, you little men, you powerful ones, you rulers of nations and worshippers of songs. Yeah, it is what it is. It's okay. But it's not. Not according to Santa Claus. Because you know what I seen? Something I never thought could happen. Santa is pissed off now. Yeah. But he's real quick to come around. Real quick, 'Cause he understands, you know. He understands. He knows all about all of us. And our evil designs, you know, and our wicked minds. And he laughs about it. Usually he'd bring us some coal. He's like, okay, here you go. Put that in the fire, you know, so that it can stay warm and you can stay up at night and thinking of them, you know, because, yeah, I like it, you know. He encouraged, you know, he encouraged them to a point, right? Until someone tried to usurp his authority, you know. I mean, really, what? You're gonna try to overtake Santa and now you're going to be him? Yeah, good luck to you. But, you know, I try, I guess. I mean, yeah, try. Try. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't get scared. Just keep driving, you know? Keep running the cruise. You know, and keeping your secrets, you know, whipping your slaves. Just keep doing that. It's not like that never happened before. And Santa Claus didn't make a repair, you know. Our pharaohs just fall into the oceans. It's no big deal, man. Anyway, I kind of, you know, I get off on a tangent sometimes. What's a tangent? That's like, you know what a tangent is? If you got a circle, tangent is a line extending from circumference of circle at 90 degrees to a ray, you know, a ray or radius, but a line extending from the point to the circumference 90 degrees from there is a tangent. Yeah, Uncle Mikey take a tangent sometime, and people are like, oh, why he do that? He take a tangent. Well, how else do you expect to get from one place to another? If you don't, you know, because you're in one place just spinning, if you ever want to get to another, you must exercise a tangent. Break free, and you follow a tangent to another place. You know, like old Santa Claus do. So, anyway, this was supposed to be, you know, just for the little kids, you know. Maybe I got them a little bit lost. They're like, we don't like to listen to him no more. He's talking about things that we don't really know what he means, and he almost look like he's angry sometimes. And it's like, you know, well, he says, express your emotion, yeah. So, you know, carry it out across the oceans. Anyway, you know, I tell you so much more about Santa Claus, where he comes from, where he's going, little gray aliens, where they live at, you know, how they got there, and, you know, how long they've been doing their thing, and, you know, what kind of technologies they really have, and what kind of technologies they really don't have, and, you know, like their agendas, you know, what they want. Yeah, I can tell you all that stuff if you want to know about it, you know, in fact. But, you know, it's just Santa Claus, you know, he's dead, man, or he never existed, so why bother? Listen, I got so much more important business. And it's true, you got important things to do, you know, you're running around and drinking booze, you know, buying cocaine or marijuana or ecstasy or whatever it is, you know, that you use to play, and Santa don't care about that, you know, he doesn't. You know, to a point. So okay, so I think probably that's enough for this time, you know, because this is Thanksgiving night. Thanksgiving night, you know, everybody giving thanks for what they got. Giving thank yous. Thank you for what I have. And who do you say thank you to? You know, like your parents. You know, sometimes to God, you know. Maybe the sun, you know. You thank her for the sunlight, you know. Thank you, star. Wow, that sunlight feels good. Yeah, tell me about it. Anyway, you're giving thanks tonight. You're giving thanks. For what has been provided to you. And Santa Claus too. Okay? Okay, so, you know, come back tomorrow. There'll be more. Night night.